Hi, Damien here from Zanda. In this video, I want to show you how to set up and configure your appointment reminders. You start by going to Settings, and then over here, you go to Communication, then Reminders. So we'll click on that. On this page here, you'll see the various options you have available. First of all, you can toggle your reminders on or off overall. So if you toggle that off, it will turn off reminders for your entire account. Maybe you might do this if you're first setting up your account but not yet using it. Perhaps you don't want reminders to go out just yet. Most of the time, of course, you have those toggled on because appointment reminders are amazing and make a massive difference to your attendance rates. Okay, you'll see there are 3 different reminders that you can send for each appointment. So you can configure both the template that is sent and the timing very simply. So you just select the template. So in this example, I've got an SMS reminder template going out 1 day before the appointment, and then I've got email reminders going out 3 and 7 days before. Now you can change the timing of that. You can also change the template that you use, or you can edit the template. So if you just click on this little icon here, you can change the template content. Okay, I'm just going to go back here. I'm going to slide over to this section and you've got a couple further options here. There are circumstances where you may want to send a one-off reminder to a client. Let's say they ring up, they book an appointment, they ask you to send the information to them straight away. Instead of having to write an email or manually type out an SMS, you can actually just configure some templates to be used in those circumstances. Most of the time, people will actually just use a standard appointment reminder SMS and appointment reminder email, but you can change that if you would like to. Finally, you'll see a new appointment template. So you have an option here to have an SMS or an email get sent to the client anytime a new appointment is made for them, or if they do it via the client portal. And this just ensures that they have a copy of that those appointment details. So most of the time people actually just leave it to be the appointment reminder, but you can actually change the template, or if you didn't want that at all, you can just change it to select the message. And when there's no template selected, that's the same as saying don't send that that reminder. So if you just left it like that, it means they wouldn't get any message immediately when an appointment was made. Okay, let's slide back over here. You'll see you have an option here to toggle on reminders being sent on a Friday instead of on the weekend. So if you, for instance, had a client with an appointment on a Monday, instead of that reminder being sent out on the Sunday, which might mean that they get it when you're closed, you can toggle this, and all the appointments that would have gone out on the weekend are actually brought forward and sent out on their Friday instead, meaning that if they do reply or need to change, you actually have time to make those changes. Down here then we have a setting to automatically cancel the appointment when a client replies no or cancel to an appointment reminder. So in your appointment reminder, you might ask them to reply with yes or no to cancel. However, you can turn this off so that if they replied no, that it won't actually cancel. If you turn that on, it means that if they were to reply no or cancel, then the appointment will actually show up as cancelled in your calendar. Now, of course, you want to make sure that your SMS reminder actually matches the content or that setting. So here we've got please reply yes to confirm. I've just turned that setting on, so we might change that to say or no to cancel, just so that the message is consistent. Click on save. Okay, so now I'm going to go over and we'll have a look at what that looks like. So those settings we just looked at were really about how to set up the reminders for your entire account. That sort of controls the behavior of all reminders in your account. But you can actually customize this now at an individual appointment level or also at a client level. Let's look at appointment level first. You'll see here Damien Demo, so that's someone that I set up for myself. Very creative, I know. If you look over here, you'll see we've got some options. So we can actually turn the reminder off for an individual appointment, and that will mean a reminder will not be sent. Or you click on this bell icon and you can actually send an SMS reminder or an email reminder immediately. So that's that scenario I was talking about, that perhaps the person has just made this appointment and they want to have the reminder sent to them straight away, so they have the details, and you can do that. Okay, also looking at the behavior of the reminders, if we if we click on the messages up here, you'll see this Damien demo. So prior to filming this, I sent a reminder using the system, and then as the client I replied yes, and that meant that the appointment actually changed to this green confirm status. Now if the account was set to allow people to cancel via no, and I had sent a reminder, or I'd sent a reply no as the client, then it would actually change the appointment to a red status. So that's that. Finally, I'll show you how you can configure the behavior of reminders for an individual client. So I'm going to double click to get into the client's profile, and I'm going to go under profile and click on appointment reminders. Here you can change and edit the templates that are being used for this particular client, and you can change the timing of this as well. So this will override the overall settings that you set for your account and ensure that this client receives the combination of SMS reminders that you would like, or email reminders that you would like, and the timing that actually suits this particular client. So you'll see here that I've set up this client so they'll only receive SMS. So for instance, imagine this client says, look, I never use email. Maybe an elderly person doesn't check their emails or doesn't have email. You can actually ensure that instead of them getting emails, which really they won't ever see, you can actually turn that off. And it will ensure that this is the behavior the system will use when dealing with reminders for that particular client. Okay, that's it for setting up and configuring your appointment reminders. Thanks again for watching, and please do go ahead and watch further videos in this series. Thank you. Bye.